Oh, I've been muted the whole time. Great. Hello, everyone. Splat T. Wonder if he has any relation to Splat Tim, who happens to do it, from what I've heard. And also Splat Star, 2 people with Splat in their names. Playing a game with Splat in its name. What are the odds of that? The answer is greater than 0 and less than 1. Well, remember when I played this last night, and now I'm playing it again. What are the odds of that? Greater than 0, less than 1. That should have got you. There you go. Bye-bye. Gotcha. Can I gain my health back, please? Thank you. Gotcha. There's someone here. Yes, there is. Bye-bye. Oh, I found out there are settings in Splatoon 2. Particularly setting to move up and down with the right D-pad, except you can't do it with motion controls, inexplicably. That's now not possible, which is a weird design choice. Why not just let me do that if I wanted to? Game, I thought this was a pasta. On second thought, maybe it's not a pasta. Oh, they had a disconnect. I've been impressed with the internet quality so far, at least for me. Maybe the Switch's Wi-Fi is better than the Wii U's, at least at the particular location that my console is. I'm using the Switch the same place the Wii U used to be, and the Wii U got moved to the other side of my room. There is no option in the options to flip-flop the map and the jump buttons. Oh, I need to move around, don't I? How did I get no one? Well, we're not doing so hot right now. Kind of got our side and we have the middle, it seems like. Oh, I thought I got him, but then I clearly did not, and he got me. Thorax is doing pretty good. I wish it was kind of like a mini-map that appeared in the bottom right. That might be cool. I don't need to be here. Chris is also here. Gotcha. Oh, other guy. Bye-bye, Thorax. Couldn't get him. I tried. Wah wah, it was close. Sure, I'll continue. Am I alive? I have to be because people auto-hosted me. Just a quiet day, that happens sometimes. I think 90% of the rounds I've played so far have been on this map. But they are kind of the same map. Very similar. This one and the other one. Hey Vinny, how are you doing? How was your day today? You're tired? Me too. But I'm also streaming. Because I can't play this game for very long. Might as well play it when I can. So I stayed up specifically to play it. Otherwise I probably would have been in bed around 9:30. Oh, that's not a bomb. Well, I tried. Is someone attacking me? Yes. But I attacked them. It was a dull day. My day was very eventful, actually. I helped out my old high school robotics team. Oh, that was stupid. I helped out my old robotics team all day, and that was pretty eventful. And it culminated in a minor catastrophe, which was fixed by the end of the day. I'll tell that story in a little bit, probably. Cliparbot is working now because I fixed the issue where if... Why is everyone here? Was the first Splatoon not 60? I thought Splatoon 1 was 60 FPS. But regardless, yes, this is 60. Hey Link, how are you doing? But I fixed Cliparbot because whenever you... If you ever search for something that it couldn't find, it would break. But I fixed that now, so it no longer breaks. And therefore I don't have to keep restarting it every stream. And you can test that by searching for things that you know aren't going to exist. Can I get another kill? Nope. I thought Mario Kart 8 was also 60 at 1080. I mean, maybe not. I always ran it at 720. Because my capture card only goes to 60 FPS at 720. So I don't use 1080. Because more frame rate is better than more resolution, in my opinion. There's no clip art for Splatoon 2, one word. That is a shame. That needs to be corrected. Maybe Patrick will help us. Except he's probably not watching the stream and has no idea what Cliparbot is. But a week from yesterday, so 6 days from now, a few more people are going to know what Cliparbot is. Thanks to Memathon. Which reminds me, I need to practice Crazy Taxi because I'm still last place on the leaderboards. My goal is to be not last place by Memathon. Don't kill... Oh. I killed myself. Whoops. Don't do that. It's not recommended. I wonder how many stages Splatoon 2 is going to launch with. Are they going to go the route where they purposely leave stages out at the start, just so people get used to them early? Or are they just going to throw more in? I kinda hope they throw some more in. Alrighty, we've kind of done everything now. There's someone doing something. You! Thinks he can get away. Was using his roller. Bye-bye. See, before today, or yesterday actually, Cooperbot would have broken by this point and I would have had to reset it. Nobody expected that except I didn't even kill him. Hello. I cannot jump up there. Gotta go around this way. Well, that was a bit of a landslide. You should release with all of the old maps. I don't know if the old maps are going to be back. Oh, some of them are. I like Moray Towers. He had to disconnect. That doesn't surprise me. I think they showed Moray Towers in this game, which is my favorite stage and everyone else's least favorite stage. Guys, we're playing with Gamer Pro trademark. He has registered his own name. I did not fix the part with Clipart where all the gifts are corrupted. They're still corrupted. Yep, this is only on the Switch. You have to buy a Switch to play this game. Or you have to already own a Switch to play this game like I do. No Wii U version. I would not be surprised if there are no more Wii U retail games. That's a bad time to have to sneeze. Why has no one done any of this? I did not get anyone there. Your Wii U is just a Zelda machine. I've definitely played the most of Zelda on my Switch of any game. But I like Fast RMX and I like Neo Turf Masters, although that's not a Switch game per se, it's just on the Switch. You could play that game many ways before the Switch. But the Switch version is definitely a good version of that game. I'm gonna sneak up on this guy. It worked! Haha. And then he snuck up on me from behind. I have more than 6 Wii U games, but not many more than 6. I think if you include only the games I have on disc, it's 9. And then I have 5 more downloadable, like, full games. Just because they were free or cheaper that way. Bye-bye. And I also have a bunch of downloadable stuff for the Wii U. I actually have a lot of games for the Wii U, come to think of it. I did it. I did not kill 12 people, though. How'd that guy get 12 people with the roller? I got 0 when I tried it last time. In 2 matches. I cannot play anything other than the regular guns now. If there's a carbon roller equivalent in this game, I could probably use that, because it's really fast. You have to sneak up on people and just splash them and then they die immediately. Do 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 do. Dynamite has joined. He'll blow away the competition. Just you wait and see. Oh yeah, it's the other map. Haven't played this one yet. We'll probably get to play this one once, and then it'll be 10 more of the other map. Gotcha! That was well played. How long is the test fire? It goes till midnight. Which is 40 minutes from now. And there's one more tomorrow morning at 7 to 8 a.m. Which I might... Hello. I might play a couple of... Oh, I don't like this. I got someone. Got another person. Got a lot of people. Oh, there's a side path. I can't get to that guy, can I? Yeah, that was a mistake. Waiting for him. We have very much neglected this part of the map. Also neglecting our entrance here. Haven't been doing much quick jumping because it takes longer to do. My curling thing ricocheted. It's all gone to crap. Bye-bye. That took long enough to kill him. I think we lost. Oh, no, we didn't. Okay. I'll take that. I get more P's for winning, which is nice. Hey, I did pretty well that round. Sometimes I accidentally hit the left stick and the music changes. It's like, wait, what happened? Like, what? What was that? And then I realize. You can use the right stick as well. All the buttons do things, actually. It's danini, which sounds like panini, which is a food that you eat. Oh, we got the reef again. I was wrong. Well, I am glad to be wrong in this instance. I see another chat, and I can answer a question in... Oh, hello. I should have been able to get that person. I was looking at another chat, and I want to answer a question. Now I have time to do it. I answered the question. Not the most thorough of answers. I just said one more. The question was, how many more Splatfests are there? It's weird that the last one's at like 7 a.m., but whatever. I mean, it is global times. It's like prime time for Japan, so... Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Well, he's dead now. Oh no, no ink. Can I splat, splat, splat? How do you not die? Well, I killed one. Probably should have quick jumped. Whoops. I'm gonna kill you. I killed you. I'm a man of my word. Well, I think we won that one. Oh wow, I was right. I can't believe that. Dynamite got exactly 1,000. That means we had a disconnect. Other team also had a disconnect, though. I guess Dynamite blew himself up. Don't actually blow yourself up in real life. Not recommended. Blue Dragon, that was a game that came out in like 07, 08, I think. The only reason I remember that was because it was on the cover of the first Game Informer magazine I got back when I gave money to GameStop every year so I could get discounts on games. But now I never go to GameStop, so I don't have that anymore. And I don't have Game Informer magazines as of several years ago. But I do think it's fitting that the last Game Informer magazine I got was for The Last of Us. That's a fitting end. Kind of gotten used to the jumping, so that's good. Or maybe I've just avoided jumping at all. That's probably more likely. Oh wow, that was a nice shot. Is that pad more circular than it was on the Wii U? Definitely looks like it has more detail. I don't know why it matters. It doesn't. But you know what does matter? Using the up-to-date version of the RoboRio imaging tool. So, I said earlier I was helping out my high school robotics team today, and their camera was not working. The code was an issue. The code was messed up and the camera would not appear on the screen. And the camera is helpful for seeing where you're going, because otherwise it's a bit more difficult to see where you're going. You have to look at the field. So I was helping set the camera up. Apparently they changed how the camera works this year. Previously it was pretty nice. It was like 3 lines of code that you just put in your code, and then that was it. You have a camera. And if you wanted to do multiple cameras, then it was a bit more complicated, but it was doable, and I did it for last year's robot. But this year's robot, it doesn't work. You have to, instead of using these 3 lines of code, you have to use this thing that's like 20 lines, and it requires you to import some things, which I did not have on my computer. So that was a bit of an issue, because if you don't have the things you need to import, you can't actually make the code work that you need to work. So had to get that going, and that was quite the issue because several things happened. Let me see if I can remember them in order. Probably not. But basically, we needed to figure out how to install those things. So set up a hotspot that was downloading at like 5 kilobytes per second. I literally could have installed a 56K modem and it would have been faster. Maybe one. But believe it or not, I did not install a 56K modem for obvious reasons. I just dealt with it until it took 5 minutes for me to download a 900 kilobyte file, which is fun. And then I tried to download something else and it was corrupted. So I said, screw that. And I used my own hotspot, which actually had great signal. And I had to download an 800 megabyte file on my data. So that's great. That used up a lot of my data for the month. So turns out I don't even think that was necessary. So finding the ways to get the things that we needed. We had to import the things, and trying to import those was such a pain because it turns out the way to do it was actually to just update everything, but I didn't want to do that because I was worried that would take too much time, because in a competition setting here, it's a high pressure situation. You can't spend too much time doing things. So, because you could be on the field in like half an hour. And I was worried that if I update everything, that's going to take a half an hour, and then that if anything goes wrong, it could screw up everything. And spoiler alert, things did go wrong, but we'll get to that in a moment. So I didn't really want to update the whole system because that would just take too long. So what I did was I found a download for the current firmware I needed for the well, actually we haven't even gotten to that yet. I found a download for one of the two things I needed to import. I found that and I got that working. The other one was a lot more challenging because they did not provide just a simple jar file that you could download and put in a folder and bang, it works in Eclipse. Can't do that. You had to download it and use this program called Grapple or something like that. Gradle maybe? And so I was like, okay, fine, I'll download this. But it turns out to install Gradle, you need to install a program called Chocolatey. And to install Chocolatey, you have to run this script in PowerShell. You have to be an administrator, and when I tried it, it didn't work. So basically, I was trying to install the installer to install these jar files that I needed, and I realized that was there was probably a 0% chance that was the way I was actually supposed to do that. So what I did instead was update the FRC tools in Eclipse, and lo and behold, that was it. I had the things I needed to have imported in Eclipse, and everything was happy, except everything was sad, as these things usually end up going. I saw you a moment ago, I see you now. That did not go to plan. So the issue was we updated Eclipse, and we updated the things, but now the Robo-Rio wanted a more recent firmware version because the Eclipse version we used needed that more recent firmware. So I was like, okay, we'll put the most recent firmware on there. So somehow I found it was on the computer. And so I also found the Robo-Rio imaging tool, and I just stuck the firmware in the imaging tool and did it, and it went. It was successful, except when you tried to deploy the code, it would say, looking for version 2017 version 8, and then it would say the actual version you're running is like image not defined error or something like that. Image regex error, I think was what it was. Something like that. Can I kill someone? I've been too distracted. There, I did it. I killed 2 people. So can I kill 3? Yes, I can. Nice. So it turns out the issues, well, there were multiple issues. One, I needed to install Java on the Robo Rio, and that took a few minutes. But the issue at this point was I had re-imaged the Robo Rio, and by doing that, it removed the code on the robot because it has to reformat the Robo Rio. So now there was no code on the robot, which meant that you couldn't use it at all. So I had to get this working as soon as possible, or else the robot would not go. You could not participate in the competitions. So I installed Java, and that changed the error to the image regex one. It was actually giving another error, like remote access failed status 0 or status 1 or whatever, but we fixed that. So what do we do about image regex fail? I had no idea. We asked another team, hey, have you seen this message? They were like, no, I've never seen that before. And they suggested, hey, image it again. So we imaged it again, same issue. That did not work. And at this point, you know, I had tried various and sundry things. At this point, we were getting very close to the time when the next match had to start. And so we were fiddling things around. Eventually, we decided, okay, we'll reformat it a third time, but what we'll do is we'll re-image it with the old image that we know works. So we did that. We had to queue up the next match right then. So we were like in the line queuing for the next match with the computer open and re-imaging the Robo Rio as we're supposed to kind of be on the field and playing the match. And we're kind of, another team is helping hold up the judges so that they'll let us be able to fully image our Robo Rio. But then I realized, you know, there was an issue that it might not work because, like what happened before when we had the new version of Eclipse with the old version of the driver, everything kind of broke. And I realized that's a possibility that could happen again. And it happened again and we messed around, but oops. It was the last round of the day. Then we took the robot back to the pit and we got someone else to help us, and they were able to provide us with the current version of the Robo Rio imaging tool, because we were using last year's version. Because I didn't want to update it because I thought that would take too much time. And so they just gave us the file outright, and we ran it with the new thing. And it worked. And we even got our camera working after that, kind of. It worked once for a few seconds, and that was at like 7:55, and the bits closed at 8, so it works well enough for me. I might have to do a bit of fiddling around, but I'm content with it. But that's my story of the fun times I had. Oh, that did not go well. That's the story of the fun times I had today at the robotics event. Get to go back tomorrow to finish out the qualification rounds. And if we make it to elimination, which we probably won't, that as well. Not doing so well. We're, I think, 32nd out of 38. Our robot did not pass inspection the first time, and we missed 2 matches because our robot wasn't expected. Mostly to do with our bumpers. There was multiple fatal flaws in the designs of our bumpers in regards to how they were supposed to be mounted on the robot. Which is to say, the brackets did not fit at all. And they had to be completely remade from scratch, and that took a while to figure out how to do. Because I've never been one to work on bumpers. I've avoided them like the plague. And that's the reason why we have issues with them, is because everyone's avoided them like the plague. I mean, literally everyone's here. Well, that's 3 of them. Where's the 4th? I see you. Got you. I got everyone. Let's do this. Where do I even go now? Oh, hello. So what did we learn today? Build your robot bumpers alongside the frame and make sure the computer is actually updated. I had been told that it was fully updated with the latest things, but that was not the case. And it caused issues. But then I fixed those issues. Took a while and it kind of screwed us up. But I fixed them. I am a bona fide issue fixer. It was also surprisingly fun. The suspense of trying to get your Robo-Rio working while you're in the queue, almost ready to compete, is surprisingly exciting. It's a lot more fun once you get to the actual matches. I was kind of bored yesterday when it was just, hey, fix these bumpers for 4 hours, and I kind of didn't want to do that. But once you got to the programming, trying to fix all that, that was fun. And I'll get to do more of that tomorrow. Probably not for very long, because I doubt we'll get picked for elimination. Certainly will not be in the top 8. So we will not get to pick our own teams. I think this only ever happened once since I've been on the team. That was our very first competition, where through some insane luck, we won the first 5 matches in a row with a robot that was only okay. It was a distinctly average robot, and it was like second in a field of 64 teams. And then people started to look at our robot strangely. They were going to our pit and wondering, how in the world is this robot doing so well when it looks so janky? Because it looked like it would break at any second. It had that type of aesthetic to it. All of our robots kind of do. But it did not break at any second. It might have broken at some point, actually. I don't remember. A lot of our robots have. But our one last year did not. That was our best robot I think we've ever built. The one last year. The one we've built this year is not the best robot we've ever built. It's not the worst either. That would be 2015. Although it was kind of hard to be worse than that robot because it kind of did nothing. It was also a terrible game. They tried to make recycling exciting. Here's an idea. Never try to make recycling exciting because it is not possible. But I really liked last year's game. I thought it was really exciting with the various different methods of traversing the terrain. If you're not into robotics, if you're not into FIRST, you probably have no idea what I've been on about for the past 15 minutes. But helping out the team this weekend has inspired me to write a movie script about a robotics competition. How has no one done this? 3 points. I think we won. Good guys are victorious. I was not even the best person on my team. Everyone did nice. Well, except for Nick. He tried, though. That's what really matters. That GIF in one frame, it looks like Callie has a very evil smile. I kind of like it, in a weird way. I think if I stream tomorrow, it'll be random Xbox games. If I do stream tomorrow. I think the next stream I do will be random Xbox games. And then the stream after that will probably be an emergency Crazy Taxi speedrun session. I still need to make the save states for the Mario race. Actually, that's not till Sunday. I can get away with not doing that until after I do my Crazy Taxi race, I think. Unless Pinguino wants them beforehand. Because it is a race between me and him, if you did not know. Are we going to get people? Are we going to run out of time? We might run out of time here. Oh, no, we won't. It fooled me. It's like 15 seconds. Nah, man. Let's make it 95. We can never run out of time. Hey, got someone. I wouldn't care so much except the fact that I have 10 minutes left of Splatoon playing until this comes out. Actually, I can play tomorrow morning. I played 2 matches this morning. I've played at least 1 match in 4 of the 5 test fires so far. That's a fun fact that no one cares about. Timer's gone up again. We're at 118. Fido. It's a dog. Woof woof. Oh, that reminds me of the painting I did that I talked about last stream. I should post that on Twitter. I don't know why I have. I've posted it in Discord, not my server, some other server that I don't think anyone watching is a part of, so I don't know why I mentioned that. Also, I need a new office chair because mine likes to fall down. The pneumatic or whatever it is that holds the seat up is kind of weak now, and sometimes when you sit in it and lean a certain way, it'll start sliding down. And it's annoying, and it's been happening more frequently lately. That looked like he should have got me, but I'll take it. Oh, hello. I ran right into you. I wonder if he even realized he was going to kill me. Sometimes that happens with the roller. You kill people you don't even realize were there. Well, I guess you can kind of do that with any weapon. Oh, I see you. But he saw me more. I like that you don't lose as much of your weapon power up when you die as you do in Splatoon 1. Since Splatoon 1 you lose half. Looks like here you lose a third maybe. It's dogfighting. Got no one. Great. Oop. Travis has been eliminated. But so have I. Whenever I still have number 1 in Neo and Turf Masters caravan mode, probably. Maybe I'll check after Splatoon. Wants me to open the map. Sure. That map's really going to take some time to get used to, I think. We are winning. I feel like I won most of the matches today. But I was not counting them. But I think these dualies have been working pretty well for me. I haven't even been doing the roll thing that you can do with them. Which helps evading. Another solid win. Looks like we'll get one more and maybe 2 if we're lucky. There were 3 disconnects there. 1 on our team, 2 on the other. You know, there's like a blue raspberry flavor, green apple flavor. Why is there not a red banana flavor? I don't know what red banana would taste like, but there should be a candy flavor called red banana. And also purple lemon. Yellow grape. Orange, orange. Come on. "30 seconds until the timer resets." I've never once seen that go to 0 in the test fire. I've seen it go to 0 a few times in the actual game. It's Splatoon 1. Let's see what it does. It goes from 14 to 95. It's not how counting works, game. Alright, even going to get one more match. I feel like this server's really kind of slow. Still gotta work some of their matchmaking, I think. Although the actual in-game lag and whatever seems to have been improved, at least for me. I cannot speak for the remaining people playing this, but I have had no issues. It's never been laggy, no communications errors, so I'm glad for that. So I had quite a lot on the Wii U. To the point where some days I could not play the game because it was that bad. And it's the only game that it does that for. Like, Mario Kart 8 on Wii U, perfect online. No lag, no being forced out of the lobbies any more than average. Well, maybe 1 or 2 times, but it's not frequent like it was in Splatoon. Yeah, I got Dave. We'll do 1 more. We will not do 2 more because we're already within 3 minutes of midnight. Wonder when this game's gonna come out. It would be nice if they release this in May as well, but all it's been said so far is summer, and May is not summer. May is spring. Hopefully early summer, like late June, early July. Regardless, I'll definitely buy this whenever it comes out. Oh, I'm so dead. I remember I wasn't actually that interested in the first Splatoon. I played one of the test fires, and I liked it, but I didn't know if it was worth $60. And then I bought it, and I played it for like 200 hours, so I think I got my money's worth out of it. I eventually got to S rank in ranked somehow. I feel like if I was to play it now, I'd probably end up in like A- or something. Maybe B+ in, well, maybe A- in what is it, Splat Zone. I'm better at Rainmaker than I am of the other 2 modes. So usually I just play Rainmaker. That way I can keep my rank at S, kind of. If I played the other modes, it would go down immediately. But I just steal the Rainmaker all the time and just run it as close as I can. Oh hey, I didn't die. Like, that's my strategy. I know it's not what you're supposed to do. It's like what people say you shouldn't do. To take the Rainmaker and run for it. But that's what I do. And it seems to work sometimes. Because sometimes you'll get a few more points that you wouldn't get otherwise. And that can oftentimes be what you need to win. And other times it's not what you need to win, and then you lose. Now we got 2. Everyone's dead! Advance! We got this. I'm gonna wait here. Oh, excuse me, coming through. I've avoided them, but I did not kill them. I think we'll still win. They're in danger still, so we got it. And that's the game. Splatoon 2 comes out in the summer of 2017. That's a good match. Sure, let's continue and get kicked out. Yes. We apologize for any inconvenience. I'm inconvenienced by the fact that I cannot give you my money for this game yet. Well, there's one more test fire at 7 a.m. if you want to get up early for that. Or stay up all night if you're weird. Actually, if you stay up another hour, you get to watch the Australian Grand Prix. First F1 race of the season. I will not be doing that because I have to get up early tomorrow morning. Sadly. Because otherwise I might. Oh man, another person got -3. Alucard 85. Good job, you did it. There are a lot of people at -2. 17. 18 in fact. Or no, 17. 3 through 19. That is 17 people. And I'm one of 2 who have 3. I wouldn't be surprised if no one ever gets a -4. Just based on how that works. I'm not actually going to play Neo Turf Masters this time. I bought Snipper Clips. It's okay. I bought this game. It's good. What other products can I buy? Still can't buy Vroom in the Night Sky on the American eShop. That disappoints me. I want that game. Instead, I have to buy Othello. Apparently this is really good, but I have it on Steam. Not the Plus, but Afterbirth and Rebirth. And actually, 2 different friends on Steam gifted both of those to me, and I haven't played either of them, so I should do that. Human Resource Machine. I don't know what this is. I've heard of it. I haven't really looked into it. Nice. So we get, okay. So this is the screens. We get the title screen as a picture. We have the video of a title screen as a picture. Then we get the picture of a title screen as a picture from the creators of Little Inferno and World of Goo on the top left there, just to let you know. So the first 3 pictures are the same. Good work, guys. Oh, is this like a programming thing where you have to get people to do mazes and whatnot? Yeah, it seems that way. Oh, I've played games like this. I know it's a video, but it's the thumbnail is the same as the picture. So it's just kind of funny that the first 3 all look the same. World of Goo I have on Steam. Little Inferno I don't have. Isn't this just you put things in a fire and they do things? I'd buy Bomberman if it was $20, but it is not. It is $50, so therefore I will not buy it. And I think I have Shovel Knight on the Wii U. You have to make the output that the game wants you to do. Yeah, I've played games like that before. They're pretty cool. Alright, I'm done streaming for tonight. Thank you for watching me play the final of the test fires that I will be streaming. And I will stream again at some point between now and Friday, hopefully, which is Meme-a-thon. So that's exciting. I'm going to go to bed now. Hope you all have a good night, and I will see you later.